American Pickers Danielle Colby drops $285,000 on modest Iowa home with husband after disappearing from spotlight. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers star Danielle Colby has dropped $285,000 on a modest Iowa home with her husband, Jeremy Schuch, after disappearing from the spotlight. Danielle, 49, disabled her Instagram and OnlyFans accounts earlier this year and has no upcoming burlesque performances scheduled. The U.S. Sun can exclusively go inside Danielle's reclusive and quiet life in Iowa today. Danielle and her husband purchased a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in Iowa, where she films American Pickers on May 21, 2024. The home is 2,930 square feet and was built in 1930. According to property records, the home features 2 fireplaces. Read more on American Pickers. The house has a charming exterior, as photos obtained by the U.S. Sun show the yellow stucco with brown molding. There is shrubbery and trees along the sides of the pathway leading up to the front door. A bench could be seen on the grass to enjoy the peaceful surroundings. Danielle also owns a home in Illinois that she purchased in August 2018 for $295,000. Most read in reality. According to property records, the 1,584 square foot farmhouse sits on 4.56 acres of land. American Pickers Danielle Colby dances at burlesque show in green lingerie as she says performing transformed my life Instagram Danielle Colby American Picker. Danielle also temporarily lived in Puerto Rico with her husband. Where is Danielle E? The house purchase comes as Danielle, who was extremely active on social media, has completely disappeared from public life. Danielle not only deleted her Instagram account in January 2025, but also her OnlyFans, where she received income for her scantily clad burlesque photos. Danielle said in a video before the pages were deleted, "First of all, should this page disappear, which it could soon, go to @Danielle Colby Washer. I'll also link up to that one too. Otherwise, you can follow my Patreon." The Instagram page Danielle posted is currently private. The U.S. Sun could confirm Danielle has no burlesque shows lined up. Reality TV role. Danielle stars on American Pickers alongside Mike, 60, and Robbie Wolf, and John Jersey Shelley. She works out of the Iowa store helping connect her co-stars with sellers to find unique antiques. Danielle has even picked for antiques on the show. But the U.S. Sun previously reported fakery with the show. As a source claimed, she comes less frequently out of everyone, but she still makes her way up here. She's a full-time picker now, so she's always on the road. A second insider revealed, Danielle is only usually here for filming. She's a picker now, and she lives in Puerto Rico, so she comes back and forth just for that. American Pickers Sieste. American Pickers is a History Channel show that has been on the air since 2010. The series follows a group of pickers who travel across America to find interesting and rare antiques. The cast includes Mike Wolf. Mike is the show's main star. He travels the country to find antiques to restore and resell in his Iowa and Nashville stores Antique Archaeology. Frank Fritz. Frank was an original cast member who quickly became a fan favorite as he searched for small finds. He left the show in 2020 because of health issues and suffered a stroke in 2022. He passed away in September 2024 from complications of the stroke. Danielle Colby. Another original cast member, Danielle works in Mike's store and organizes the men meeting with sellers to find antiques. In recent seasons, Danielle began picking antiques herself. Robbie Wolf. Robbie is Mike's brother and made guest appearances on the show through the years. He officially replaced Frank in 2022. John Shelley. Known on the show as Jersey, John also made guest appearances through the years. John's specialty is restoration, as he owns a store in New Jersey. He joined the show as a full-time cast member in 2023. Burlesque UBAUTD. When Danielle wasn't filming, She focused on her burlesque business, as she taught classes and held previously reported on Danielle's Strip-O-Rama burlesque show in October 2024 at the Skylark in Rock Island, Illinois. Danielle, whose stage name Danny Diesel, hosted the show and introduced performers throughout the evening. The U.S. Sun obtained exclusive photos and videos from the night of allure and seductive charm. Danielle kicked off the show with a performance as she seductively danced to the Cypress Hill song Hits from the Bong. Danielle started the performance by lighting a joint and used 2 large feathers as props. Danielle showed off her figure in a green bejeweled corset and matching headpiece as she topped off the sexy look with a ruffled see-through robe. The star then slowly stripped down as she wore just marijuana leaf pasties and a matching thong towards the end of the 6-minute performance. In an unexpected turn of events, Danielle Colby, a prominent personality from the popular television show American Pickers, has made a quiet but significant move. After years of living under the public's watchful eye, she has seemingly embraced a life of privacy and simplicity. In a rare moment of transparency, Danielle and her husband have chosen to settle down in a modest home in Iowa, far from the cameras and the glamour of the entertainment industry that had once defined her life. This surprising choice signals a shift in Colby's approach to fame, personal growth, and future aspirations. Background on Danielle Colby. Before delving into her recent decision, it's essential to understand who Danielle Colby is. Born and raised in the Midwest, Danielle rose to fame as a key figure on American Pickers, where she served as a trusted partner to Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz. Over the years, her distinctive personality and unique presence quickly earned her fans. But beyond the show, Colby's life has been marked by a deep passion for collecting antiques, a strong entrepreneurial spirit, and a commitment to her own brand of empowerment. However, over time, fans noticed her sporadic appearances on the show, which eventually led to her retreat from the public eye. This shift caused many to wonder about the reasons behind her disappearance and the personal journey she was on. The decision to purchase a modest Iowa home speaks volumes about her personal transformation. The $285,000 Iowa home, nestled in the serene, picturesque environment of Iowa, the new property Danielle and her husband have chosen is a stark contrast to the lavish homes of Hollywood stars. The house, valued at $285,000, stands out for its simplicity and charm. Unlike the large, sprawling estates often associated with reality TV stars, this home speaks to a more grounded lifestyle, one that Danielle appears to be embracing with her husband. The decision to invest in such a modest property reveals a desire for a peaceful and stable life, a place where she can focus on her family, her passions, and perhaps most importantly, her own well-being. Stepping back from the spotlight. Danielle's choice to step back from the limelight has intrigued many of her fans. As a television personality, she was accustomed to the constant media attention, but she began pulling away from the public eye years ago. The reasons behind this retreat remain personal, but her actions speak for themselves. Danielle seems to have prioritized her family, mental health, and personal growth over public adoration. The move to a quieter place away from the hustle and bustle of the entertainment industry further confirms her shift toward privacy. This decision reflects a broader trend where celebrities, once caught up in the fame machine, are increasingly choosing to disconnect from their public personas. For Colby, this is not just about avoiding the pressures of fame, but about reclaiming her space and finding a new way to live that aligns more closely with her own values and aspirations. The role of Danielle's husband, Colby's husband, whose identity remains relatively private, plays a significant role in this decision. Together, the couple has sought a life far removed from the pressures and constraints that come with being in the public eye. Danielle has frequently spoken about her deep love and admiration for her partner, and it's clear that their shared vision for the future is rooted in a desire for peace, stability, and privacy. While many may have expected Colby to continue living in the bustling, her decision to build a life with her husband in Iowa suggests a more personal, intimate journey. Together, they have embraced a lifestyle that values quiet moments over the constant hustle for fame. Their decision to purchase a home together signifies more than just a financial investment. It's a commitment to each other and to a future that is centered around happiness, health, and personal fulfillment. Why Iowa, often overlooked in favor of more glamorous destinations like Los Angeles or New York City, has proven to be the ideal setting for Colby's life reinvention. The state offers a quiet refuge, away from the glare of the media spotlight. Here, in this Midwestern sanctuary, Danielle and her husband have the opportunity to cultivate a life away from the pressures of fame and public scrutiny. While Iowa may not have the same level of attention or luxury associated with big cities, it offers something more precious: space. It allows Colby to be true to herself, away from the watchful eyes of the media. For someone who has lived much of her life in the public eye, the decision to settle in a state like Iowa is both a statement of independence and a longing for simplicity. Life after American Pickers. While Danielle Colby is no longer a regular fixture on American Pickers, she has managed to carve out a fulfilling life away from the show. Despite the break from the limelight, she has remained involved in various creative pursuits, including her passion for burlesque and her interest in fashion. Danielle is also involved in the preservation of vintage items, a passion that was first showcased on American Pickers. Her departure from the show and the public eye has allowed her the space to explore other interests and focus on what truly matters to her. Whether it's her love for art or her efforts in supporting community-based causes, Danielle's life after American Pickers speaks to the importance of personal growth and self-expression. The changing landscape of reality TV stars. Danielle's move is part of a larger trend where reality TV stars are opting out of the traditional celebrity lifestyle. In recent years, many individuals who rose to fame through reality television have made the decision to take a step back and focus on their personal lives. For some, this shift is a conscious effort to regain control over their lives after years of living under constant scrutiny. Colby's choice to buy a modest home and step away from the media spotlight signals a shift in the way people view fame. The traditional model of fame, one defined by constant attention, paparazzi, and public consumption, is no longer appealing to many, especially those who have tasted what life is like without it. In this sense, Danielle's decision to embrace privacy is emblematic of a new chapter in her life, one that prioritizes happiness over exposure. Reflections on a life in the spotlight. Reflecting on her time in the spotlight, Danielle has been open about the struggles she faced as a public figure. The pressure to conform to certain expectations, the constant scrutiny, and the challenge of maintaining a public image all weighed heavily on her. But through it all, Danielle has remained resilient, finding ways to cope with the difficulties of fame while staying true to her own identity. In many ways, her decision to leave the public spotlight and purchase a home in Iowa represents a reclaiming of her power. It is a reminder that the pursuit of happiness does not always require the validation of others. For Colby, it's about living authentically and surrounding herself with the people and places that make her feel grounded. Danielle Colby's decision to purchase a $285,000 home in Iowa with her husband marks the beginning of a new chapter in her life. It is a choice that reflects her desire for privacy, peace, and a break from the pressures of fame. By stepping back from the spotlight, Colby has taken control of her narrative and embraced a future that is uniquely her own. This move is more than just a change of location. It's a testament to her personal growth and her commitment to living a life that aligns with her values. Whether or not she returns to the public eye, one thing is clear: Danielle Colby is living life on her own terms. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.